Thank you. First question I wanted to ask you about the background on this record is where exactly is Cracker Island and what is the fastest way to get there?
I don't care. The world does not revolve around you. I can say whatever the fuck I want, and I could care less if you didn't ask. Shut the fuck up. This is why you're lonely and everyone leaves you.
That's kind of beautiful, honestly. I didn't really expect such a deep emotional answer there.
Hey everyone, I know I said I would be taking a break and probably never come back, but I had to come back for this one special occasion. The new Gorillaz album came out, and I actually just got done listening to it actually, and well, I think I owe humans an apology. I think I owe humans an apology. This is, without a doubt, the worst album they've dropped, and I don't mean that from a music standpoint, because it sounds really good. The songs are pretty good. I think it's alright. However, some songs flat out bored me and nearly put me to sleep. One of them particularly annoyed the fuck out of me when I heard it, and one I just flat out skipped. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the fucking history of this album for a little bit. After Song Machine came out, we first started hearing about this new shit because, we heard that, back in, 2021 or something, we heard that there was gonna be a Gorillaz song with, famous rapper Bad Bunny, which that instantly made my hopes low for any new project because I fucking hate Bad Bunny. He's one of the worst artists I've heard in my entire life. His voice annoys me. I don't know how niggas can listen to him. If you somehow can, good on you, I guess, but in my opinion, his music is fucking AIDS, bro. But luckily, his shit never came out yet because instead we got the Humans EP, which it's cool, but my problem with the Meanwhile EP, there we go. And I think the Meanwhile EP is cool, but my problem with it is mainly the fact of they made you they started doing that trend of taking the new songs that had not come out yet and just started playing them live first, which there's not a problem with that. You can do that if you want to, that's fine. But my problem with that is when you're doing that, but then no new single had came out yet. Yeah, granted, for the Meanwhile EP, it took 16 days for them to release it, right? But then when Cracker Island happened, they started playing that song back in I think fucking January, back when the world tour for 2022 had started. And then we didn't hear about that song until June. That's when the single came out, and I think it took a little bit longer for the video to come out, because this is actually true. I think before the single came out, the music video had leaked online. Before we had even saw the music video or even heard the song, there was a leaked animatic for the video out somehow. Now, I know of its existence because someone in my dead fucking Discord server had literally sent the animatic on a Google Drive. The literal unfinished music video was in an animatic form in my server. I don't know who had it, but someone had sent it. What the hell? I was like, alright, whatever. But then it happened, right? But then the single comes out, and it took a while to grow on me. I listened to it, I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? But it took a while, and it grew on me, because not gonna lie, Cracker Island is a really good opener. I think it works really well. It's a good song, and Thundercat killed that shit. I think if Gorillaz made a collab album with Thundercat, I would not complain, because that went so hard, you have no idea. But during the time, this was when we thought the album was gonna be called The Static Channel, which in my opinion is such the better name. The Static Channel, or that last cult thing they were doing, that was a generally better comparison. And then fucking just Cracker Island. I'm sorry, but that name was dumb. The name was dumb, and the artwork is so fucking goofy. The way 2D looks in it, and the way that Murdoch is done, it's really weird. The one thing I can say is that the art on this album, the art on this era was actually stunning. You can tell they actually gave Jamie some more time to do stuff, so he wouldn't have to see the same fucking keyframe over and over and over. But lucky for us, we didn't have to deal with that, because instead, for this new era of Gorillaz, they decided to bring back something that they did for a little bit in Plastic Beach era, did for a little bit during the Humans phase, which looked ugly as shit, that they abandoned. They did 3D models for the band, which that's cool, but kind of missed them just doing the 2D into the 2D to 3D world, especially when they literally brought that back for fucking Song Machine. But you know what? Do you I guess. And the 3D models, they're not bad. You can tell they actually gave Gorillas a fucking budget this time around, so they don't look like cheap Flash pieces of shit like the Humans era. But my problem with it was of the fact of like they wore the same shit. It's like, I know 3D modeling is tough to do, but like the least you can do is swap out their fucking clothes, man. That's the least you can do. Cause like them wearing the same shit is kind of distracting, and now it just makes them look actual like cartoon characters, and it's like whatever, man. But yeah, so we had the 3D models for one video, Cracker Island, and then Silent Running. But after Cracker Island, we got our second single, New Gold, which if you don't know, New Gold was the Tame Impala song, which, hey, it took since 2020, but we finally got a song with Girls and Tame Impala, and it's the best song on the album, or at least the best single on the album. It's really fucking good. My kind of problem with it is that like Tame Impala's just kind of there on the sideline, because it's more of a second collab with Booty Brown, which if you don't know, he was the guy that did vocals on Dirty Harry. So they finally gave him an actual second appearance on an album, which is kind of funny because now this man has to do like what, 3 songs? He does Dirty Harry already. He had a version of Clint Eastwood for the Demon Detour tour from 2005. He does Stylo live because what's his name, Mos Def does not fucking show up. Never shows up. So he does. Of course, he now does it with the guy that did this Strobe Light because Bobby Womack passed away. And so now he's got like basically 4 songs with Gorillaz, in a sense. But now he finally gets an actual song on another album, so that's cool. But then what happened next? There was no video for New Gold. It was just a visualizer, and they did the same for Baby Queen. I think the next 2 singles, New Gold and Baby Queen, did not get music videos. They just got visualizers, which is really fucking mid as fuck. I'm sorry, that's really dumb. Like the least you could have done. It's like the least you could have done is at least like gave us another thing, bro. Like, come on now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just so crazy. It's like I want this to be remembered too, but so far this year has just not been like not that good. Like the way I feel about it, I am not really feeling it. I have not really felt this album for me because a lot of it's just like, oh my fucking god, it's kind of mid. I think like, and of course, what made this really worse was that like the way they handled this album was so fucking bad. You cannot tell me otherwise. I absolutely despise the fact that this album got delayed because of some fucking vinyls. We would have had this album so long ago. Again, y'all remember what, after like the Cracker Island single came out, Damon pretty much told us that, yeah, the album's done. The album was fucking done. And we did not get it yet, all because of some motherfucking vinyls. Vinyls that, if we're being completely honest, that they made too much of. Most of these shits you're gonna be seeing on the shelves and on the Gorillaz merch store for fucking months on end. It's literally like the Human Super Deluxe, to where they did not sell a lot of them, so they basically were just on there for so goddamn long. It's almost like a waste of time. Why would you do this? Let me name off all the versions of this album you can buy on vinyl, right? There's the standard black, the web store purple, the indie record store purple, the Hot Topic purple, the Spotify pink, the Target pink, the Barnes & Noble's red, the Amazon red wine exclusive, the 2D picture disc, the Murdoch picture disc, the Noodle picture disc, Rutschel picture disc, an exclusive picture disc of just the band for the UK, and then the exclusive Zoetrope, or Zoetrope, how you pronounce it, picture disc, the 7-inch Super Deluxe, which is just every single song on the album as its own 7-inch, which they've done with Humans, and they've done with Song Machine. Song Machine made kind of work. Humans fucking flopped. And then the deluxe box set, who had a pink vinyl, a black 7-inch, a standard CD of the album, sticker sheet, some prints, 5 art prints, a booklet, and a photo poster. That is, if I count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 albums. That's 15 versions of one album. 15! That might not sound bad to some people, but to me, and some other fans on Twitter, fucking 15? Why do we need 15 versions of this album? But I'm gonna keep it a stack. This, honestly, and I'm gonna keep it real. And of course, besides that, we also get cassettes, which, cassettes are cool. I like cassettes. I might buy one of those, but, well, they're sold out, but yeah, I might buy one if they ever come back. Again, Why do we need 15 versions? Or if we count the cassettes, 19 and the CD 20. There's basically 20 versions of this album that you can fucking buy. When it's like, Humans didn't have that, Saw Machines didn't have that, Now didn't have that, Plastic, like, I'm not gonna lie, the way I see it, because as someone that's kind of in like the punk scene, this shows Gorillaz selling out. I'm sorry, but this is the era where Gorillaz have officially sold out. Now, like, do y'all remember back when like Gorillaz even first started, and when they've held this idea of like, we're not supposed to be like the average other band, right? You know, Gorillaz, that was it supposed to be. That was its whole ordeal. It was being completely different from every other band and not being like the pop garbage that you'd hear on radio now. This is what this album feels like, a Gorillaz pop album in my opinion. It feels kind of whack. It kind of feels like to when Weezer does pop, and it's like some fans will like it, some fans will hate it. And yes, I did just compare Gorillaz to fucking Weezer. I don't care what you tell me. And I think, and of course, what made it was just the marketing. The marketing for this album was also shit. The marketing for Gorillaz as a whole last year and this year just sucked as a whole. Recently, the Gorillaz Netflix film got canceled, so there's that to ruin your fucking ruin your day and livelihood. The Gorillaz art book, which is a really cool idea. Some pages of it leaked online, and some people still have not gotten their copies yet, which I think is kind of annoying knowing that. And I think what made this kind of sunset, the first thing that I saw of that art book, the new one for Gorillaz, was that there was a picture of it that had Noodle's fucking feet. I am not joking. In the Gorillaz arts book, there was a whole photo where you could see Noodle's toes in full high quality. It's like, what the fuck, man? Jamie, what are you doing, bro? But again, the art book is cool because it also doesn't, it's not only just Jamie art, it has art from like multiple artists. Which is really cool. It says if you could fucking buy it, that would be cool. Cause you still cannot buy this album. The album is still mad expensive, and it'll take mad long to show up in the mail. Which, if you know Gorillaz, that's been the problem for a good fucking while. Cause we had that with the Almanac. Yo, guys, remember when the Gorillaz Almanac came out, and like you still could not buy it? Hey, where is it, guys? Where is it? It's still not here, right? It's still not here. And then also, there's also like the lobby cards for Cracker Island too, which is like, that's cool, I guess. Doesn't really do enough, but it's kind of fucking basic and boring. But it's like a lot of the Gorillaz stuff is also going away pretty soon because a lot of it's old. This doesn't really mix with the album, but this is something I did see on Twitter, which I thought was kind of funny. Super Plastic, I think it's practically begging to get rid of the Gorillaz shit that they have, because they've made so many versions of the Strange Time Gorillaz stuff that like they basically are begging that someone takes it away. And I actually think that they finally did get rid of them, because again, it took so fucking long for them to like sell those, because you can still buy them. Like, you were literally able to still buy them for so long, but then they finally got rid of them. So, oh well, the rest of the Gorillaz stuff is still sold out and gone, and probably will never show up ever again. So you probably have to go on like some like fucking sketchy ass website to buy them if you actually wanted them. But you know what? That's fine. That's cool, I guess. Because again, a lot of the Gorillaz stuff is like literally sold out, so you'll like probably never get your hands on it unless you want to scalp eBay. But whatever. But yeah, so they did the thing of but the marketing was so bad because there was the fucking TikToks were so cringe, bro. The TikToks marketing the songs and the album and just Gorillaz as a whole was just so fucking cringe. And it was like, it was so fucking, it was like, oh, they're trying to be the basic influencer band. And, oh, look what we could do. Oh, we're using TikTok and all this shit. And it's like, now the Gorillaz marketing team has already been slandered to death by the entire fucking fan base. Mainly because of just the marketing team fucking sucks. Let's not forget that they were the reason why Gorillaz nearly did NFTs. Like, I don't know, man. It's still fucking bad. But yeah, it was this TikTok shit that showed me this sucks. Like, this marketing sucks actual monkey balls. Like, this shit is so bad. I don't want to ever see this ever again. You know what I mean? It was that fucking annoying. At least to me. And there was a lot of controversy with some. Not a lot, but there was some things that was like, okay, this is not fucking good. Good. They had a thing with Russell. That's cool, you know. Oh, Russell, that's cool because we love Russell. There was a video talking about Russell and Dell, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can do it if you want. That's fine. But the problem with that was they used fan art for Dell. When they were making this TikTok, For some reason, and when fans noticed this, they took that shit down so fast. But yes, this is true. They actually used a piece of fucking fan art for Adele. Jesus fucking Christ, man. And like, they used literal fan art for the Adele image and had to take that down. They also were called out because like they had this was back when they actually first started doing this marketing shit. The little background that Noodle has in her videos, it's literally from like just some random TikTokers like video, and they didn't even bother to edit the girl's like fucking arm out in the shit as well. So it's like, bruh, at this point you're just making it worse. Like, that shit was just, that was such a dumb idea. And it's like, I gotta be honest with y'all, that shit was like, that shit's really fucking dumb. It's like, bro, like, don't ever do it again. This marketing showed that this was gonna be a flop. But now enough of just complaining about like the actual album process, about the album process. Let's talk about the album. Again, I still think it's mid as fuck. I still think that the album fucking sucked. I don't really think it was that the best, but it's certainly something that exists, man. I guess let's go by like track by track, I guess, on this, you know. So starting Cracker Island, which is the first song, it's good. There's nothing needs to say about that. Good single. Thundercat kind of carried that song, not gonna lie. That shit went. Thundercat's bass work is incredible every time, and I love it. But the next song is Oil, featuring Stevie Nicks from I think Fleetwood Mac. It's okay, like. It's a song. It nearly put me to sleep, which was kind of funny because when I heard the song, I was on the fucking toilet, so I nearly fell asleep while taking a shit. So that should say a lot about this song. It's not bad, but again, it was so fucking sleepy. We got the Tired Influencer, which I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like Gorillaz trying to do lo-fi, which I'm not really fucking with at all. I think it works, kind of, but. It's certainly something, and again, I already know, like, even some fans that say that this album sucks, eventually a couple years will go by and they're gonna be like, oh, actually this album is like a misunderstood gem and all that. I'm not saying that. I'm gonna keep up to my belief that this album sucks. The Fall carries this album entirely. The Fall solos each day and every single goddamn day, and yes, I'm making that the point. I don't care what you tell me. You know me? That is how I feel. That's my opinion. The Fall is better than this album. The Fall carries. Humans better. I owe Humans an apology. Clearly, this definitely shows that I need to show them a fucking apology. But those albums definitely deserve it better. Silent Running. It's an okay song. I think Silent Running was it was literally the latest single we got. So there's not much of a problem with it. But it's like, oh, okay, whatever. No, that's fine. It's like, that's kind of cool. But it's like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's like, because I do like Silent Running. I think it's like, it's a good song, but it's one that like you're not gonna catch me listening to after the album came out. New Gold is again just the best song on the album. Best single. I've already talked about it, so I don't need to say much about it. Baby Queen was actually pretty good. Baby Queen, when I first heard it, it gave me like a little bit of hope that this album would not be kind of bad. But Baby Queen, again, it's a really good song. It has like, I think it has like it finally has like a bass line that Gorillaz can be known for again, because again, a lot of the Gorillaz bass lines have been fucking mid as fuck over the last couple album cycles, which is not very good when bass kind of matters in the Gorillaz lore, and it's Murdoch's fucking band. But Gorillaz clearly gave up on lore since season 6 anyway. Since phase 6 anyway, so who fucking cares about that anymore? And I do like it. Now, Tarantula, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. It exists. It sounds like something that like you would hear in like a video game, which is nothing wrong with that, I guess. But it's alright. Then there's Tormenta, which I skipped. Yeah, Tormenta is the song I skipped because again, I fucking hate Bad Bait. I fucking hate Bad Bunny. I hate everything he puts out. And I've never been a fan of him. I'm kind of mad that they even bothered to even give his ass a fucking song with Gorillaz. Like, bro, I hate this man so fucking much. You have no idea. And now I have to literally live through life knowing that like in my fucking Apple Music and in my Spotify is that there's a song with Gorillaz that has Bad Bunny on it, and again, I cannot fucking stand it. I hate that man. I hate all his music. He annoys the fuck out of me. I wish he just never made music in the first place. And yes, I'm a massive hater. Call him at me. I don't care. But then Skinny Ape. Now I'm gonna be honest. When I first heard Skinny Ape, I threw my headphones off. That shit annoyed me. I'm sorry, but Skinny Ape annoyed the fuck out of me. It's cool, it's Damon being goofy, but it's fucking annoyed the fuck out of me. Possession Island is definitely like the best song on that album though. It feels like a fall song, which I really like, because I really started to like the fall now again after a while. I don't know. I know it said featuring Beck, but I cannot find Beck on this song at all. Either he's the one playing guitar, or like his vocals are just so hidden in the mix, it's unbelievable. Which is like, okay, whatever. I think it works. It's like, I think it does work, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's a good song, but again, kind of wish that he was in the fucking mix, because Beck killed Beck was really good with Gorillaz on the last album, so to show that he's not even there is like, okay, I guess. Maybe they forgot to just quickly mix his shit. I don't know, man, but alright, that's fine. That's fine, I guess. But overall, that's how I feel about it. To be honest, I feel like I would be able to if I remember right, I think how I feel about this is that I think how I feel, I would give this album, right, I think I would give it like a 4 at best, a 4 to maybe 3, 4 to 5 at best. But again, I still don't like listening to it much, and if I might be, and from what I saw on Twitter, from someone saying on Twitter, there are some unreleased songs from this era. One of them featuring De La Soul and Dell. One with De La Soul, another one with Dell. So if they do a deluxe version of the album, which they probably will soon in the future, when that comes out, I'll come back to I guess like review those tracks and see if they're good or not. But until then, this album sucks. Listen to Humans or The Fall instead. Just pretty much listen to any album instead. Song Machine's still better than this album, The Soul. The Fall solos. Maybe I'll eventually come back on this account with more shit, or I'll probably just change the name so I can actually keep posting here instead of just, trying to market that dead channel, which I love how, like, I made a video talking about it and just no one bothered to even go over to look, so thanks for that, by the way. But, yeah, this album was kind of mid, but, if you like it, that's fine. I don't really give a shit, but hey, man, like what you like.
Can't cover jungle, just over the beat him up. Cover him at the silver and sigma pop, just in the green, keeping up. That's why the artist speaking up. And the followers will love them, catch him up.